It's a common belief that men are primarily drawn to women because of their physical appearance, the way she dresses, her smile, or how she does her makeup. While attraction certainly plays a part, many men will tell you it's actually the little things that truly win their hearts. These seemingly small gestures, habits, and quirks, some of which women don't even realize they're doing, can have a powerful emotional effect. So let's dive into the first of a 3-part series exploring 20 subtle things women do that guys secretly love. 1. Laying your head on his chest. There's something deeply intimate and comforting about a woman resting her head on a man's chest. Whether it's during a movie on the couch, after a long day, or simply while lying in bed, this simple act gives a man a profound sense of connection and trust. It makes him feel like a safe place, your protector. Your head on his chest, hand wrapped around him, tells him without words, "I feel safe with you." And believe it or not, that silent message means the world to him. 2. Running your fingers through his hair. Some men are a bit sensitive about their hair, true, but if your man enjoys it, gently running your fingers through his hair can be incredibly soothing for him. It communicates care, affection, and a nurturing presence. Watch him lean into your touch, close his eyes, and surrender to the moment. It's not just about the sensation, it's about feeling cherished. A light scalp massage, or even absent-mindedly playing with his hair, can melt away his stress more effectively than you think. 3. Being naturally affectionate. You don't have to be overly clingy or dramatic, just genuine. Affection in the form of little gestures is something men truly appreciate. Whether it's random cuddles, placing your hand on his knee when you're seated together, kisses on the cheek, or sneaking up behind him to give a gentle hug, it makes a difference. These actions say "I care" without having to say a word. Especially when done casually and naturally, they strike a man's heart in a way that's warm and unforgettable. 4. Making the first move. There's a societal expectation that men should always initiate, ask for numbers, start conversations, plan dates. But the truth is, many guys love it when a woman breaks that pattern. Making the first move, whether it's starting a text conversation, initiating a kiss, or expressing your feelings first, shows confidence. It relieves the pressure he might feel and tells him you're just as invested. It can be empowering for both of you, and it might even make his day. 5. Telling him how you feel. Sure, actions speak louder than words, but words still matter. A guy might sense you care, but sometimes he needs to hear it. Telling him how you feel, whether it's a sweet compliment, appreciation for something he did, or a simple "I miss you," can make him feel valued. When you're open and sincere, it builds emotional intimacy and clears up any doubts he might be silently holding on to. Being emotionally expressive, without overthinking it, strengthens the bond in powerful ways. 6. Standing up for yourself. Confidence is magnetic, and one of the most striking ways women show their strength is when they stand up for themselves. Whether it's handling an awkward situation, gracefully, or confronting someone who crosses a line, guys admire women who don't just tolerate unfair treatment. You don't have to be aggressive, just assertive. When you speak with intelligence, calm authority, and self-respect, it reveals not just inner strength but also integrity. It's a powerful, attractive quality that earns deep respect. 7. Wearing his clothes. Let's talk about one of the cutest, most innocent gestures, wearing his shirt or hoodie. There's something heartwarming and subtly sensual about it. When you walk around in his oversized tee or cuddle up in his sweatshirt, it gives him a sense of closeness and even pride. It's as if you're saying, "I'm yours," without actually saying it. Plus, there's something incredibly endearing about seeing you in something that belongs to him. It creates a cozy, connected moment he won't forget. 8. Showing loyalty to your friends. Men notice how you treat others, especially your closest friends. Seeing how loyal and protective you are of your besties shows them your emotional depth. Sure, he might not always understand the inside jokes or long late-night rants, but he'll appreciate how you prioritize your friendships. That loyalty is a reflection of how you might treat him in a relationship, ride or die, supportive, always there. A woman who stands by her tribe is a woman who earns admiration and trust. 9. Giving him a back or neck massage. After a long day, one of the most loving things you can do is give your man a simple massage. Whether it's a neck rub while he sits at his desk or a quick back massage as he lies on the couch, this gesture helps him decompress and feel closer to you. Men have stress too, even if they don't always talk about it. When you use your hands to soothe and relax him, he feels seen, understood, and appreciated. It's intimacy without words. 10. Rocking your comfy pajamas. You might think your soft PJs, messy bun, and no makeup look aren't doing you any favors, but you'd be wrong. Men love seeing their partner in her most natural, relaxed state. There's something charming about seeing you in your favorite sleepwear, looking peaceful and carefree. That realness is beautiful to him. It makes you seem more approachable, down to earth and warm. It's when you're not trying hard that he sometimes falls the hardest. These 10 little things may seem ordinary, but they can have a deep and lasting effect on a guy's heart. Whether you're aware of them or not, these gestures make you unforgettable in his eyes. From physical closeness to emotional strength, they reveal the many layers of who you are, and that's exactly what makes them so irresistible. We've already explored some of the most heart-melting, soul-touching things women do, without even realizing how deeply they affect the men in their lives. From resting your head on his chest to confidently standing your ground, these gestures communicate comfort, trust, and emotional connection. But we're just getting started. In this second part, we're going to dive even deeper into playfulness, confidence, and those small, almost invisible things that men secretly adore and remember. 11. Putting on high heels. This one might seem obvious, but it's not just about the fashion or the height. High heels do something subtle that men notice more than they let on. When you wear heels, your posture shifts. You walk taller, your legs look longer, and your hips sway just a little more. It's not about being overly sexy, it's about the natural confidence that comes with it. That sound of heels clicking on the floor, for many men, it's a cue that you've entered the room with poise and self-assurance. It turns heads not just because of how you look, but because of how confidently you move. 12. Teasing him in a sweet and innocent way. Playful teasing is a form of flirtation that feels organic, natural, and fun. Guys love it when a woman knows how to poke gentle fun at them, especially when it's paired with a giggle, a nudge, or a sly grin. Maybe you call him out on his bad dance moves, or jokingly roast his obsession with a video game. As long as it's lighthearted and non-critical, teasing creates a shared moment of connection. It shows that you're paying attention to him, you're relaxed around him, and you're not afraid to laugh together. Bonus points if you follow it up with a quick peck on the cheek or a mischievous smile. 13. Dressing for yourself. There's something magnetic about a woman who dresses the way she wants, not for anyone else's approval. When you walk into a room wearing something bold, stylish, or even quirky, and you wear it with pride, it speaks volumes. Confidence in your own skin is one of the most appealing traits you can have. Whether it's a flowy sundress, combat boots, or sweatpants and a hoodie, if you're wearing it because you love it, that authenticity radiates. Men notice, and many admire the courage it takes to not follow every trend, but to define your own. 14. Getting excited over cute animals. You see a puppy, your voice rises an octave. You make a beeline toward it, eyes sparkling. It might feel silly or over the top to you, but to him, it's adorable. Seeing you light up at the sight of something small and fluffy reveals your softer, nurturing side. It's one of those spontaneous reactions that makes you seem genuine, expressive, and in touch with your emotions. Whether it's a kitten video or an unexpected raccoon encounter, your excitement reminds him how warm and playful your heart really is. 15. Carrying yourself with confidence. You don't need to say a word. Confidence shows up in your posture, your stride, your eye contact, and even your silence. When you walk into a room and carry yourself with quiet self-assurance, men take notice. You're not shrinking, not looking for permission. You're present. That kind of confidence doesn't just attract attention, it commands respect. Whether you're making your opinion heard in a conversation, navigating a crowded space, or just standing alone with a drink in your hand, self-possession is alluring. It tells a man, I know who I am. I don't need to impress anyone, but I just might impress you anyway. 16. Touching while speaking. You might not even realize you're doing it, but when you casually touch his arm during a laugh, graze his shoulder to get his attention, or pat his hand to emphasize a point, it has a big impact. These little touches are signals of closeness and comfort. They break physical barriers and let him know you feel safe around him. It may seem subtle, but to him it's electric. Those small, unconscious touches make him feel drawn to you, both emotionally and physically. They bridge distance and create connection. 17. Relying on him for support. Even the strongest, most independent women sometimes lean on their partners for emotional or practical support. And that's not only okay, it's often appreciated. Men are hardwired with a protective instinct. They want to be there for you, to help when you're overwhelmed, or just hold you when you've had a bad day. When you open up and allow yourself to be vulnerable, it taps into that desire to protect and provide. And far from thinking less of you, a good man will feel honored that you trust him enough to show that side of yourself. 18. Speaking passionately about something you love. Whether you're talking about a cause you care about, a hobby that lights you up, or a dream you're working toward, men are captivated when women speak with genuine passion. Your eyes widen, your voice lifts, your energy fills the space. That kind of enthusiasm is contagious. It reveals your drive, your values, and your inner fire. It's about more than just content. It's about how alive you become while talking about it. That spark you show, it's unforgettable. 19. Getting slightly mad at him, in a cute way. He forgot your coffee order. He teased you about something silly. And you narrow your eyes, pout your lips, and cross your arms, not in real anger, but in that mock-annoyed way that's more theatrical than serious. Guess what? He loves it. That tiny burst of sass, especially when followed by a smile or a laugh, can be absolutely charming. It shows emotion, personality, and a sense of humor. He might not admit it, but when you playfully scold him, he's probably fighting back a grin the entire time. 20. Biting your lip, whether you know it or not. It's the ultimate unconscious flirt move, and many women don't even realize they're doing it. Whether you're lost in thought, trying not to laugh, or catching his eye across the room while biting your lower lip, he's noticing. Lip biting is subtle, sensual, and incredibly attractive to many men. It draws attention to your lips and triggers the desire to kiss. Combine it with a sidelong glance or a soft smile, and it might just drive him wild. These 10 little actions, ranging from confident presence to playful teasing, can leave a lasting impression on a man's heart. They're rarely loud or dramatic. In fact, their power lies in their subtlety. They tell a man about who you are, someone full of warmth, confidence, charm, and authenticity. We've explored the romantic, the confident, and the playful. The first 2 parts of this series have highlighted just how many little things women do that guys secretly love, whether it's the way you casually wear his clothes, or how you confidently speak your mind. Each gesture leaves an emotional imprint. But we're not done yet. In this final part, we turn to the everyday, spontaneous quirks and emotional moments that bring warmth, humor, and depth to a relationship. These are the things that make him not just attracted to you, but attached. 21. Laughing freely and wholeheartedly. You know that moment when you completely lose it? Eyes closed, head thrown back, snorting mid-laugh or gasping for breath? That laugh. The unfiltered, from the gut, can't hold it in kind. It's contagious. When a woman laughs like that, she becomes magnetic. It's not just about being funny. It's about your ability to let go and enjoy the moment. Men love it when you're not trying to look perfect or composed, but just genuinely living in the joy of whatever's happening. That laughter tells him you're real, and being real is deeply beautiful. 22. Singing even if you're off key. You're in the car, singing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs. Or maybe you're cooking and softly humming to a tune. Whether you can hold a note or not, there's something irresistibly sweet and personal about a woman who sings. It shows comfort, confidence, and spontaneity. When you sing around him, it tells him you feel safe enough to be carefree. And if you're off key, that just makes it even cuter. He's not listening for perfect pitch. He's listening to you. 23 random dorky dances. Dancing in the kitchen. Grooving to the background music in the grocery store. Making up silly moves just to get a laugh. These little dances, spontaneous and unpolished, are pure gold. Men adore it when you can be goofy without caring what anyone else thinks. It breaks tension, lifts the mood, and shows that you don't take life too seriously. These moments of silliness create shared laughter and fond memories, something he'll think back on long after the song ends. 24. Your unique little habits. Maybe you twirl your hair when you're nervous, talk to your plants, or have a weird obsession with matching your socks. These quirks might seem insignificant to you, but to him, they're the little puzzle pieces that make you you. When men fall for someone, it's often not the big, dramatic moments. It's these tiny details, the things you do without even thinking, the things you might not even notice about yourself. To him, they're endearing, personal, irreplaceable. 25. Sharing childhood stories. There's something powerful about opening up about your past, especially the silly, sweet, or vulnerable parts of your childhood. When you talk about your favorite cartoons, your childhood pet, or that embarrassing school moment you still laugh about, it opens a window to your inner world. It shows where you came from, what shaped you, and who you've become. These stories let him feel closer to you, not just as a woman, but as a whole person. Someone with depth, history, and heart. 26. Wearing no makeup and still owning it. Yes, many men are drawn to the effort women put into their appearance, but they also appreciate the raw, natural version of you. When you're makeup-free and still walk confidently, it sends a strong message. You're not hiding behind anything. You're comfortable in your skin. Men find this version of you refreshing and sincere. It's a reminder that you're beautiful, not because of anything you add, but because of who you already are. 27. Genuinely listening to him. In a world full of distractions, real listening is rare. When you sit with him, maintain eye contact, and respond thoughtfully, not just waiting for your turn to talk, it means more than you realize. Men crave being heard and understood too. When you listen to him without judgment or interruption, he feels safe. It strengthens emotional intimacy and builds deep respect. That kind of attention tells him he matters to you. 28. Getting excited about the little things. Whether it's getting pumped over your favorite drink being back in stock, spotting a rainbow after the rain, or freaking out over new pajamas, you have a way of finding joy in the everyday. And men love that energy. It's contagious. Your enthusiasm over life's little blessings keeps things fun, light and full of life. You become someone who brings light to ordinary days, and that kind of positivity is impossible to forget. 29. Saying thank you and meaning it. Gratitude isn't just polite, it's powerful. When you genuinely thank him for the little things, picking up dinner, holding the door, helping you fix something, it doesn't go unnoticed. Men want to feel useful and appreciated in their relationships. A sincere thank you isn't just about manners. It's about acknowledgement. When you say it with a smile, or even a hug, it reinforces that he's contributing to your happiness, and that matters deeply to him. 30. Being fully yourself around him. At the end of the day, this is the most important of all. When you let your guard down, show your true colors, and stop trying to be perfect, you become unforgettable. Maybe that means wearing your favorite fuzzy socks, telling awkward jokes, crying during sad movies, or admitting your weirdest fears. It's about being real. When you're fully yourself, you invite him to do the same. That authenticity creates a love that's grounded, secure, and truly intimate. So here's the truth. While men may be drawn in by appearances at first, what keeps them captivated, what makes them fall, are these small, genuine, spontaneous moments. The way you laugh, the way you listen, the way you wear his hoodie or bite your lip or tear up at a puppy video. It's not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about being real, playful, loving, and confident in your own way. You may not even realize you're doing most of these things, but he notices, and he adores them. Not because you're trying to impress him, but because these gestures reflect who you are, authentic, warm, and human. So go ahead, be goofy, be strong, be affectionate, be proud of what makes you you. Because chances are, he's falling for all those little things you didn't even know you were doing.